here we are at the exciting, super fantabulous Decorate Dad webinar. And Tay is telling me to get excited, and I am excited. You know, I wouldn't do these commercials if I didn't believe in them. No, seriously, we're going to hear from some great dads in a second. We're going to hear from some great stories of blokes who've done some great things. And we're also going to have a bit of fun. And we're going to hear from the children who've been involved in these exciting ventures. So first up, I'm one of these people that's hopeless without God. So you don't mind if I pray. And you'd say yes, that's great. So here we go. Father, we need your help today. As always, help us have lots of fun in November. We pray that dads and kids will come together like never before, and they can raise money for Dads4Kids in the process and have a lot of fun doing it. Amen. So again, thank you for coming today. Thank you for being part of this incredible webinar. And we are just about to kick off with the time of the moment, which is the big 1 minute deal. And here it comes. Wait, did I hit that? Did I hit that? I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Here we go. Yeah. Wow, that was just supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And I want to ask Paul Lassig in 1 minute. What happened, Paul? You sent an email to me. How did it get started? 1 minute.
Well, Warwick had mentioned to me a number of times, and good to see all you guys on here. But yeah, Warwick had mentioned to me that he'd always wanted to do a fundraiser that really celebrated dads and kids. And so I had basically emailed him, having spoken to my own kids and a bunch of other people around the country, about some ideas to do something in the month of November. And so with some other people's input, some pretty borderline genius people sort of coming at this, they've come up with this idea to decorate Dad, and yeah, it's looking pretty good.
Well, that's very cool, Paul. And then I rang my good friend Wayne Larkin and also my good friend Tay Plain. And in 1 minute, Tay, what happened? Tell me what happened when we all got together. The creative juices started flowing.
They sure did, Warwick. G'day, everyone. And when we threw around a few ideas, and Warwick asked me what kind of stood out the most, and of all the fantastic ideas that have been thrown around, I loved the idea of dressing up Dad. And then we kind of came up with the name Decorate Dad. And then it was just on from there. And there's a bit of a groundswell and excitement about the concept and idea. And as I was putting together the videos and meeting all the cool people involved, and kind of building the structure around the whole concept, it just came together so easily. And at the end of the day, dads playing with kids is one of the coolest things out. Kids love it. Dads love it. It's good for men's mental health. It's good for everything. The science shows that it's one of the best possible things a dad can do is play with his kids. And I think I had the thought, and I thought, well, how awesome would it be if the internet was flooded with photos of dads having fun with their kids, you know, especially in this day and age, these times going on. Yeah, what better thing than have the internet flooded with that kind of positivity and feel good vibes that can literally change not only families' lives and but also inspire others to do quality time and change the world. So it's got legs, and potentially if we all kind of jump on board and get things going, nominate our friends and follow the kind of the process that we've kind of thought up, yeah, this thing could just blow out into crazy proportions, and we could really just make a huge dent in the social media world, and spread some much needed positivity and love in the world.
Yes, and that sounds like a really good idea. And speaking about positivity, I think we've got the next dad challenge ready to go, although it looks like it could be the wrong one. So let me go back. Paul, talk while I actually work this deal out.
Well, yeah, let me jump in and say that Warwick's doing his usual style and trying to avoid the spotlight on this. And this is really Warwick's baby in a sense, because he's wanted to see something like this for some years, and he's worked away, coming up to 20 years, just trying to champion the cause of, dads around this country and dads of all types. And so we need to say that. We need to say that it really has come out of Warwick's heart. And if you know Warwick, you trust his heart. He's a good-hearted man. So you let me know when you're ready, Warwick, because I could talk.
I'm ready to rock now. So
I go for 57 minutes.
No,
so.
John and Jennifer and the children are waiting to see this, and this is never before seen footage. You are privileged, everybody, to see this, and you're going to see it right now. Here we go, Mr. Music. Well, I can hear some laughs in the background. John and Jennifer, would you like to unmute? And we want the kids to tell us what the crazy ideas they had to decorate their dad. So you better unmute. And could you bring a couple of them up close to the microphone, John, if you're able to?
Close. Come on, close.
Was it you, Grace, that did all that incredible work on your dad?
Yes, that's in use. He's talking to use.
Yeah. Joseph did well with those stickers. Joseph, you nailed it with those stickers, mate. You're an artist. You did a good job, buddy.
Yeah.
You gonna talk?
Come on. I want to hear.
Got your makeup palette? Kind of dad with your makeup? Yeah.
Did the dog take part? Did the dog have a hand in this artwork, John?
No, we had to hide him in the toilet from Tay because he was ready to bite him.
Chase him out. Is that
Yeah,
fun?
it was really good, really fun. You got something to say? You going to say something? Keep going. Nah, they all shy now.
They're all shy now, John. So John, Tay told me the kids really enjoyed it and they had a ball. Is that true?
Yes, they did. They really had a ball decorating Dad and doing some weird stuff to Dad, but it was really good. They really enjoyed it.
That's great. Would you do it again?
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
They say yes.
That's good. That's very
Yes,
good.
I will definitely do it again.
Well, we really, really appreciate it. Tay, do you want to ask a question? Maybe one of the children who was very, very good. Have you got anything you'd like to point out?
Oh, I just want to say thank you again to such a beautiful family. You guys are I felt like I'd known you forever from the second I walked into your home. And I'll tell you what, you got three amazing kids there. And Joseph, I'll tell you what, buddy, you're a bit of a stand. I mean, the girls were pretty good, but mate, what you did with those stickers, buddy, that was pretty good. So well done, mate. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing, and thanks for making a video. You know what? Thousands of people are going to see that video. Already 1,000+ people have. And so You're going to change the world, mate, by inspiring other kids and dads to play together. So thanks very much, mate. It was good fun, eh?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good man.
Well, we really,
Hey, that's right. That's what we said, Tay, when you left. Me and Jennifer was talking, and we said, man, we felt like we known Tay for a long time.
Good.
Bless you, man.
You too, brother.
well, we really appreciate your help, and we really appreciate you guys taking part, John and Jennifer and the 3 children. What are their names again, John? Just tell us.
Jamelia, wait,
Jamelia.
Joseph, and J. Liz.
Wow. The
Yeah.
Triple J, is it? You're going to
Yeah.
take over the radio station, is that right?
That's it. And we've got 2 more, 2 older ones, but they back in Tinga.
They're back in Tinker, are they?
Yeah, we were originally from they're with Nan and Pop at the moment.
Okay, well, that's good. That's great. Well, what we'd like to do is go to, we could go to Nathaniel, but I've got to try to get the video going, and then we're going to go to Ashton. Nathaniel, how did you feel about getting decorated?
All right, just unmuting. Hi, guys. Hazel, say hi. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I felt a bit sorry for Uncle Tay's house, though, because his house got a bit covered in paint. So, sorry, Uncle Tay.
It's okay.
But it was a lot of fun. Was it fun, Hazel? Was it fun?
It was fun.
There you go. You heard it from Hazel. But it was really great, and I think John's face looked better than mine. That's for sure. There's no question about that. So, but actually, mind you, my face was covered up with paint, so maybe that was probably an improvement. Actually, wasn't it, Hazel? So it was a lot of fun, and yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how many dads we've got here, but if I can just encourage you guys to get on board with it and give it a crack. And yeah, if there's paint, hot tip, if there's paint involved, try the backyard or at least an area where you can break it down or something. Not nice polished floorboards like Tay's house. So
Maybe the message is if you get a drop sheet or an old sheet, put it on the ground. But I guess what you're saying, Nathaniel, to best be safe. And if you are going to get involved with paint, take that in the backyard. At least the grass might be painted. Is that right?
yeah. You can mow the grass or a drop sheet. See, trust the builder to say that. That's the builder speaking there. So yeah, that's a good idea.
For those who don't know what a drop sheet is, it's a big sheet of calico or just a sheet that you put in the ground and it gets covered in paint. So quite literally, that's what it means. What it means. Well, look, thank you, Nathaniel. I'm unable to get out of this and get to the videos. I wanted to play your little video, and I might be able to get it a bit later. But Ashton, tell us a bit about your wonderful family. You feature as the dad who looked like the pirate Pete.
Hey, Wazza, how are you?
I'm fantastic, mate.
G'day, everyone. Yeah, it was real fun. Thanks heaps, Tay. And, mate, just an awesome job pulling that together so quickly. I think you had, a week or something to get it all done. That's a beast of an effort, mate. So well done.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, heaps of fun. And I was just saying to Tay the other day, it's great that, like, even for the fact of having that footage just to look back on, when this mob get older and stuff like that, like, it's really good memories as well. And really a real encouragement to some of, our mates that are dads that sometimes they feel like they don't have a lot of time to spend with their kids because life's just so busy and we can easily get caught up in whatever we're doing. So, mate, it's a great initiative and we're just stoked to be a part of it.
Yeah. And would one of your children like to speak up about it? What are they? Just introduce them to us so we all know who they are.
Okay, so my boy's in bed, but this is Dimmy. So hi.
Yeah, Dimmy.
Dimmy, and this is Charlo.
Hi.
And so Dimmy and Charlo, did you enjoy doing that with your dad? Like, doing all those funny things on him and putting the wig on him and putting the moustache on him?
You got to talk to Ozzy. Did you have fun doing that?
Yeah.
What did you like about it?
I like how you have the buffy hair.
You like how I had the buffy hair?
And the mustache.
What
Yeah.
about you, Dimmy, is it?
Yeah.
And Dimmy, what was your favorite part? Was it the moustache, or was it all that funny blue goggles you put on your dad, or
The wig.
the
wig
wig?
and the feathers.
The
Yeah,
wig
the
and the feathers.
You like the
Right.
feathers, didn't you?
Yeah, and I had to remind them that, like, the feathers, when they were trying to embed them in the wig, they were trying to dig them a bit deeper, like into the. Guys, they're actually attached to my head. So another hot tip to go is Nat's paint tip. If you got feathers in the wig, in the fro, make sure they're not putting them right down into your scalp. That was good fun.
Well, that's really, really fantastic.
Yeah.
Ashton, thank you. We really, really appreciate you and your beautiful children. Please thank your son. He was awesome. And we really appreciate you staying up. I know it's late at night for you guys. So, thanks for staying up and sharing with us. And Ashton, a huge, huge thank you to yourself and to, again, to your amazing children. And look, are you going to take up the challenge for the month of November?
100%, Warwick. 100%, mate.
100%.
Thanks very much.
You're going to raise $1 million, aren't you, for Dads4Kids?
Well, that's the goal.
That's the goal. Well, these children look like they're going to do car washes all right through November to pay you for putting their photo up on the internet. Is that right?
Not a bad idea. I'll get them started on mine first and we'll test it out.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Again, thank you so much. And I know if you've got to get to bed, but if you're able to hang around, or if you've got to put the children to bed and come back, because the dads might have a few questions a bit later. But we are going to go right to Tay. And Tay, in 5 minutes, what is the dream behind this and why should we do it?
All right, so we'll keep it short and sharp. A lot of you guys have probably seen the website. You've seen the videos now. The concepts in a very short sentence or two is for men to take a fun photo with their kids after they've decorated them. So step one is decorate, have some fun, really make an event of it. On the website, it kind of goes in a bit more detail on how to approach it if you're struggling, but it's pretty straightforward. There's lots of ideas for what to do and things like that. But yeah, the idea is have some fun with your kids, let them decorate you any way they like, encourage their creativity and really encourage them to come up with ideas as well. Have a few surprise props and also get mum involved because she's going to have some good ideas. And then take a fun photo, and it's kind of building up to that moment. It's like, all right, kids, we really got to make this when are we finished, and then make them finish their masterpiece and then get a fun photo, either a selfie or get mum involved. And yeah, it's a bit of a whole family activity. You're definitely going to need mum involved. And then once you've got your photo, this is the main part. You post it on Instagram or Facebook, and then by tagging, you put 5 friends' names in who you want to nominate to do the challenge. And so this is the really important part where it kind of starts to get hopefully, potentially a bit of a viral edge to it where it starts spreading through the internet, person by person. So if every man who does it nominates 5 people, and then those 5 people nominate another 5 people, and then so on and so forth. Just like the things like the push-up challenge and the ice bucket challenge and all these other things that hit the internet in a big kind of trend. The goal here is to potentially do that, but it's something that's so positive that encourages dads and kids to play together. And what it does is the cure is in the activity. So the problem in the world, we all know about the fatherless issue, and we're all combating that in our own families. And you guys are all obviously good dads for taking the step to show initiative already. So now it's time the idea is to inspire all those other dads out there. So really think about who you're going to nominate. Think strategically as well. Think in different circles and go, all right, which one of my mates do I know? He's obviously he's going to have fun. He's going to enjoy it. Those guys that, yeah, get them involved. Ash, a lot of people like Greenie and Goody, and they're obviously going to really enjoy it. But also, I'll just encourage all you guys to think about guys who might struggle with it, and then nominate them, encourage them, and even tag their wife in the comments below to help her kind of encourage him to get amongst it, because they're the ones we really want to target as well as the guys who we know are good dads already, but the ones who might not think to do this or might not be might not be a normal part of their relationship with their kids. If we can inspire those guys especially, then mate, that's kicking serious goals for families, for dads, and for kids all around the place. And who knows how far this will reach. So that's the idea. And obviously, we want to the concept all comes back to funding itself, and also helping fund Dads4Kids and raise money for Dads4Kids to continue the work they're doing for families, for dads. So obviously, not everyone is going to opt to do the fundraising part. I encourage us all to do it, because that's a pretty awesome thing that Warwick does. Like Paul mentioned, what those guys have been building for a long time is phenomenal, and it empowers blokes all over the place to be better dads for their kids. And if we can raise money to continue the work, then this thing could just go further and further in the years to come, as well as all the other many concepts and training and all the different things that Warwick does, and Paul through Dads4Kids. So yeah, the idea is to raise money. Now that works by registering on the the Decorate Dads website, which is run through My Cause, which is a pretty prestigious fundraising operation, one of the biggest platforms in Australia. So they've got a pretty awesome setup there. We've built the website. It's pretty self-explanatory. You walk straight through the website by registering, and then at the end of it, you've got a little shareable link. And that link is what you also put in your post when you put it on Facebook or Instagram. So you nominate 5 friends, you put in your little fundraiser link, and you say, hey guys, I'm raising money for this. If you like my efforts, jump on this link. And I know Paul's got a few extra ideas. You can even say, hey, for everyone who likes this, I'm going to donate an extra amount, or if they share it, an extra amount, something like that. But yeah, you feel free to kind of take it however you want to do it. If you want to really focus on the fundraising money side of it, then awesome. And when you nominate people, it's worded in a way you can copy and paste the text from the website. It's worded in a way that it's not forcing people to fundraise, because the idea is we want them to do this first. And then secondly, if they want to jump on the fundraiser, it's optional, then awesome. That's more power to them. That's going to achieve the goals. But first and foremost, it's about spreading the cure, which is love and play between dads and kids, and inspiring as many people as we can to do it. So that might have been a little bit more than 5 minutes, Warwick, sorry, but that's the gist of it, guys. And yeah, the website goes into a lot more detail on the steps that walk it through, but fingers crossed you guys have a lot of fun and inspire a lot of other guys to do the same.
Now, do you want to tell thanks so much, Tay. Do you want to tell everyone what's going to happen in the next few days, next few hours? What is going to happen to you that's going to really qualify you to, make this happen?
Well, 3 days ago, my beautiful wife reached her due date, and as yet, our little one has been pretty comfy and hasn't decided to show up. So any second now, I might have to say a quick goodbye and rush off to the hospital. So between now and the next few minutes, hours, days, I've got my first little baby on the way. So I'll be able to join in the challenge. I've already signed up for the challenge, but I can't actually partake until my little one arrives. But it'll definitely be before the end of November, so I'll be able to get amongst it.
It's pretty exciting, isn't it? Thank you so much, Tay. And Tay's really put a massive, as Ashton pointed out, massive effort to get all this stuff done, because this has all just happened in the last 3 weeks, and especially happened in the last week and a half. And so huge thank you to you, Tay, and your creativity. But Paul, we've got a very special man on tonight. And before you give your 3-minute little sort of inspiration, Paul, would you like to introduce Bo, who's part of the reason we're doing this tonight? Is that right, Paul?
That's correct, Warwick. And we came to know Bo because Bo, through some experiences with people he knew, decided to do some fundraising. And it's a pity, Bo. We should have had a photo ready. He had this cracking beard, like Ned Kelly worthy beard. It was an absolute cracker. And Bo, just of his own initiative, decided that he'd raise some money by shaving his beard. And we came to be aware of him because he chose Dads4Kids as a good cause to support, and so did a great job. Raised in excess of $1,200, and yeah, so it was a good outcome, and it was a good journey too that he took everybody on. So yeah, it'd be good to hear him speak, Warwick.
Over to you, Bo. Tell us about your incredible fundraising thing that actually inspired us to do this, because I don't think we would have done this without you, Bo.
No worries. Thanks, Warwick. First of all, thanks, Warwick and Paul, both for let me participate with all this stuff. It's a pretty good feeling to just know that I'm involved with guys that are helping out for dads everywhere, and just to secondly to all the dads involved and everybody with kids on the way who post their stories and situations, and that makes a big difference, especially with me getting through a few hard times in the past with sort of separation and so forth, and just having my 2-year-old daughter Haley here with me, not now, but yeah, she's fast asleep at the moment. Just got me through everything, and maybe a gift or a curse to sort of grow a big thick beard, depending on what day of the week it is, or depending on what season or how hot or cold it is. But look, I've always been able to do that, and I thought this year, why not sort of make something good out of it, and yeah, throw in a few bucks and try to get everybody to jump in and have a crack at just being aware of dads everywhere, and throw a few dollars to help you guys out. So yeah, it was a year worth of growth. It seemed like more, and it looked like more, and it threw about 10-15 years on, but yeah, it got it done, and in that last month was able to raise about $1,200 for Dads4Kids and for Beyond Blue as well, another great organisation that helped me through a lot of tough times. So I look forward to helping out in the future. I'm really keen to get involved with this Decorate Dads, and yeah, I'll be jumping on board to give that a crack and see what kind of mess my kids can make of me. So yeah, that's my story anyway, and I hope to keep going with you guys, and yeah, do it again.
Well, it's a great honour, Bo, to have you with us tonight. We honour you. We really appreciate you. And there's a single dad asking, what advice would you have when it comes to Decorate Dad for a single dad? What would your advice be? Because you know what it's like to be a single dad. Do you reckon single dads can do this just like anybody else? What's your story?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, that's it. Whether you've got your kids all the time, half the time, it's pretty much a Decorate Dad every time you've got your kids with you, as you probably know. There's always something that they want to do, or cut or paint or something. So yeah, definitely quite easy for single dads to get involved, and yeah, make a mess of your face or the house, and the kids will love it.
Now thanks so much, Bo. We really appreciate you, and thanks for sharing, and your inspiration has got us to this point. And so we're hoping other people get inspired like you did, and thank you too much for your incredible kindness to Dads4Kids. We're very humbled by your gift, very humbled by your actions. Paul and I were just out of just jumping for joy when we heard the story. We've got a very amazing guy on tonight. He's an air marshal, and is he still with us, Paul?
He is still with us, and at least he's not an admiral tonight, so that's a plus.
So he's not an air marshal admiral, he's just a plain old air marshal. So he's pretty high up in the Air Force, and he's still got his children with you. Can you say hello, Adam?
Howdy all.
So can you just put your face right up against the camera so everyone can see what your children have done to you?
We did his nails.
Now, girls, which one of you did this to your dad? Can you own up, or both?
So I did this beautiful masterpiece, and we did his nails.
I did the nails, and I hairsprayed his hair.
If you can see my hair as well, it's probably a bit hard to see. It's not its normal black. It's
red.
We joked around and told him that we don't have any nail polish remover though, or wet wipes, so it's gonna stay on forever.
And I've got meetings in the morning.
Is it with the Prime Minister or just the Deputy Prime Minister this time?
President Trump.
No, mate, he's going right to the top, this guy. So it looks like you're pretty excited about this Decorate Dad business. You're really taking this to the next level, mate. We're still talking about it. I'm still talking about it here as a granddad with 9 grandchildren, but you're off like a flying start.
Well, when I was catching up on emails this afternoon, and I said to the girls, who wants to decorate, and didn't even get to say dad, and bang, the makeup was out and the hair paint was out, and we're out on the back deck and were decorating me. And then when I finished the email, I read, oh, it's actually in November. So I guess we're going to have to do it again once we get to November.
This is just a draft. Just wait for the real thing.
So this is like a dry. Now, sorry, you didn't introduce the beautiful girls. Just who are they?
So this is Amelia on my far right, and this is Dakota. And my 2 oldest aren't here, but there's a photo of my son up in the back there. Yeah, the big hairy thing.
So Amelia, is this a dry run, is it?
Yeah, this is just a practice run. Because he said we were going to put makeup on him, but then he's like, I don't want to look like a drag queen. So we took the makeup off and made him look like the Joker instead.
Yeah, well, it's very clever. It's very good.
Thank you.
Look, thank you so much, Amelia and Dakota, and thank you so much, Adam. There might be a few guys here that are watching who might have a couple of questions. So has anyone, there was, a gentleman from Albury asked about, can single dads do this? And of course, the answer from Bo is, hey, any dad can do this, and it might be, you've got to work around the weekend or the time you have the children. But certainly this is for everybody and anybody and all dads everywhere. Any further comments, dear brother from Albury?
I was just going to say, what do you guys suggest to do with this head?
Oh, I mean, you don't even have to worry about Decorate Dad. You've got the message already.
Well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
It's a blank canvas, Paul. It's a blank canvas.
Well, I did start growing at the start of COVID, and then, I got lazy, and then I got redundant. And anyway, so I thought, well, it's taken too long now. I can't afford. I'm never going to do it again. So let's keep it going. Anyway, I promised the boys that when I get sick of it, which is not probably going to be long the way it's going, you can cut it and shave it and poke it and prod it and that sort of thing. But I'm not ready yet, so November's not the time. I'm sorry, I apologise.
Well, you might have to, maybe a couple of different colours would look good, Paul. What do you think?
I'm looking for a bit more grey. You look pretty good, Warwick, with grey.
We might have to give you a posthumous award, Paul, if you do it after November.
Well, we'll save it up and see how we go. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, Paul. Thanks for joining us. We do appreciate you. Any other questions from the floor?
Hey, Warwick, Dakota did want to say something. Go.
I was just going to say that I wanted to do his hair 2 different colors, but none of the other hairspray was working. So I could only do red.
And did you have fun?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it'd be a cool idea if you could ask what the kids think about it. Because like with Dad being away all the time, it's nice to spend time with him and to be able to like make a bond and just reconnect, especially through this hard pandemic time. So, yeah.
Amelia, Dad, powerful words, aren't they, Tay, eh?
Yeah, brilliant. I love it. And that was something I was going to suggest too, is just like Amelia said, kids long for this time with their dad. And you can treat this however you like. You can either go, hey, let's just have a quick bit of fun, or you can build this up into the biggest, most awesome Saturday activity that these kids can be thinking about all week. You can say, kids, we're doing this on Saturday. And I'm going to this, blah, blah, blah. You can paint it all out. You can say you could do this, 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 and then have a think, go wild. What do you plan to do? And just let their imaginations go. And you can build this up to be as big or as just casual as you like. Bit of casual fun that anyone can do, or you can really just go for it. And kids cherish that. And if it's the more special you make it, the more you build it up for them, I think the more memorable it'll be. And like Ashton said, these are photos you'll look back on in years to come and just think, gee, what was I thinking? What was I doing? But you'll remember the joy and the fun, and your kids will forever too.
Yeah, Amelia, any comments about what Tay just said? Does it make sense to you, Amelia? Paul?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to hear other people's opinions and kind of like share it with the world and be like, hey, like, you guys should try this out. because like there's a lot of people that really need their dad in their life, and I know I needed my dad, and like we've reconnected a lot ever since he's moved away. And I don't know, I really like it. It's great memories because
Are you going to put this on your Instagram?
Yeah, I put it on my
Instagram. Remember to hashtag decorate dad.
Yeah, I did.
Very good.
Amelia, like it's really profound what you're saying. Amelia, how can I say this? Like what you're saying though, you're actually saying something very, listen, I just want everyone to sort of understand what I think Amelia's saying. She's actually saying the dads should actually ask the children what they want to do. Is that the sort of thing you're saying a bit?
Yeah, I'm trying to say like dads should get out there and make it like their idea to want to like reconnect and have fun, and like spread it to other dads as well so that you can give them ideas, even with the fundraiser of Decorate Dad as well.
So Amelia's actually just given us a huge challenge, man. I don't know if you can really hear this. What she's saying is, make sure you ask your children what they want to do. Like, okay, you sure come with your ideas about the decorations and everything else, but make sure you say, well, okay, what do you want to do, kids? And what have you got any ideas or special requests, inverted commas, number one. And then Amelia's actually saying and telling us all that we got to get out there and tell everyone about this. Is that right, Amelia?
Yeah, I think it really needs to be spread right now, and that everyone should know that they're loved, and that the dads should know, and even the children, especially like with this time, feeling really isolated with this pandemic still going on and a bit scared. It's nice to have that bond with someone really close and, just recreate it,
Wow, I'll tell you what, Paul, and I don't know if any other dads want to. Ashton, what do you think about Amelia? She's amazing, isn't she? She's like, woohoo!
Yeah, well said, Amelia. That was awesome, mate. It's really encouraging to hear that too. That we can, I suppose, as dads, we can easily get in the zone of we just want to do this without actually asking what the kids want to do. So well done.
Thank you.
Warwick, I was actually thinking, as Amelia was saying then too, I wanted to run this by you, and while everyone's here, we all know, fathers that for various reasons maybe don't have the opportunity to spend time with their kids, through custody, whatnot, or other issues. And would it be worth just having, like, including in a link the support that Fatherhood Foundation and Dads4Kids has for parents in that situation while this is spreading around,
Yeah. To be frank with you, I was sort of crying with the bloke today on the phone. He can't see his kids. He hasn't seen his daughter. Basically, his daughter got stolen off him in just before Christmas. And I get these calls fairly regularly, but it's not our field of expertise. We're actually a harm prevention charity. We're trying to keep dads and kids together. But, I'm on the phone with this guy. I've asked him to write a letter for my newsletter. And so, look, it's a good idea. There's other people that do great work for single dads, lone fathers, dads in distress. But look, there's a need to care for all dads everywhere. And that's the role that we can do, is to reach out to blokes. And so, this bloke was talking about committing suicide, everybody. I'm saying it's a pretty serious conversation. And I was pretty flat out. And I said, look, can I ring you back? And I rang him back, and I spent a good bit of time with him on the phone. So I hear what you're saying, Ashton, and we'll look into that, won't we, Paul?
Absolutely, Warwick. Absolutely. They need to know that someone's out there caring for them, and it's not an easy journey to get through by any stretch. So
yeah, and not a week goes by where I'm just on the phone to a bloke that's, and many times I know that I've saved many men's lives by just been talking to them and so on. But okay, any other dads out there got any questions?
Hey, Warwick, I just wanted to say one thing.
You got to say something. You got to say something about the strategy.
No, yeah. I just actually wanted to say something personal to Adam and Amelia and Dakota, if they're still on. They might have left.
No, he's still with us.
Still with us.
We're still here, Paul.
I've got some friends from the States, and one of the great things they do over there is honour their servicemen and women very openly. They're very proud about it. And one of the things, we don't do it so much here, although we have a great spirit of remembrance alive in this country. But I wanted to say to the kids, that it's great that they've been able to come on And I just wanted to actually honour them for the way that they've come on with you and shared. Because in a sense, you know, that when a serviceman or woman commits their life to that service, the whole family goes through the service. And so I just wanted to acknowledge the girls for that. And also just to sow a seed and say, I think your dad would be an awesome blonde. I think he'd look great in blonde. It's just, I mean, could be wrong. Could be wrong.
Thanks, Paul. I can't say things right now.
What are friends for, you know? So.
Oh, you have no idea how many bubbles are popping up inside my head now.
Well, there you go.
Well, on that note, yeah, just do you want to explain too? There is actually, look, this is a fun thing, but the 11th of the 11th is a very important day. Paul, do you want to explain? Because Paul spent 16 years in the Air Force. And so there was a sense where we wanted to, you know, we want children really to have fun, but there is another aspect to this. You want to explain it, Paul?
Well, sure. And so, yeah, I served myself in the Air Force for some years, and my grandfather also fought and was wounded in Papua New Guinea. And I'm a little bit embarrassed to say it's taken me a long time to get a replica set of his service medals, but I did that this year finally. And it's just been a really good experience to do that. I went to the War Memorial last year and went through service records. And so one of the things, just given that we're doing this in November this year, we're going to coincide with Remembrance Day. And so there's an option there just to celebrate, you know, a dad or a grandfather as well, who's potentially served. And I think that can be a very meaningful thing, particularly as we didn't really get to go out and celebrate Anzac Day this year. So there'll be a theme running for that day, and we'll put some updates about that when we get to it, Warwick. So, yeah.
So anything else you'd like to say as we draw to a close, Paul?
Get excited. There's a bunch of guys. So I've got eight guys at the moment who've agreed to the challenge, and still a fairly long list of calls still to make. But and it's a month long, so you know, some of us will be doing a number of decorations, or shall I say, some of us will be undergoing a number of decorations. Yeah, so just enjoy it and just encourage others to it. And I know I've got a couple of friends internationally that are going to do this, so looking forward to seeing actually what comes out of it and the encouragement that it is.
So yeah, there's probably a couple other things we've got to talk about. Tay, is the fact that we are trying to get as many dads doing this on Sunday the 1st, so they can put it up on social media. So you want to explain that whole strategy, that what we need to do is create sort of momentum very early on in the month?
Absolutely. So the goal is to make a splash at the start of November. So all of us guys here, if you guys want to put that weekend in your calendar, it works out that the 1st of November is a Sunday. So you've got the Saturday before or any time between now and then, which is this weekend coming, to get your photo together. Your first one, like Paul said, you can do multiple if you like over the month. But to get that first Decorate Dad challenge photo ready to post on the 1st of November. So if we can get a whole bunch of guys doing it on the 1st, what's going to happen is those 5 nominations are going to start early in the month and just get as much spread as they can possibly get. And again, once you've nominated your mates, follow them up too, hassle them. Don't let them get off the hook if you think that they're going to get a real kick out of it and enjoy it. Yeah, keep encouraging them to it. And the language we use around this, yeah, just like the guys are saying, just get excited and just really show the joy behind it. And the idea is to go to show and to share that joy that you're going to have with your kids, to inspire others to do the same. So use that positive language. We also have the Facebook, Instagram accounts going up, so you can search Decorate Dad, use that hashtag or just type it in, as well as the website. So if you jump on that and give it a like, that's going to help push that. You can even share it on your page as well as the video, all of those kind of social networking general things that we can do to help get the page and the information out there would be highly appreciated too. So that first weekend in November, that'll be the one to share the photo, to share the website, to like and tag and do all of that stuff, so that we can make a splash early in the month and then and carry that on throughout the entire month. It's probably also important to note, Warwick, just before I finish as well, that the fundraiser runs for the whole month of November. So your photo that you post up from the 1st or any time during the month with your fundraising link, that's the link and the photo that you're going to push for that period of time. You can do multiple photos, but your link will stay the same for your personal fundraising efforts. And once the month of November finishes and the official event closes at the end of November, there's still 2 weeks for any donations to be put towards your fundraising link as well. So donations will close 2 weeks after the event finishes, which will be midway through December. So we've really got 6.5 weeks from now to kind of push that fundraising link. And again, it's secondary to the fun. Nominate people, spread the joy and love. It's more about that than asking for money. But then if people are inspired by the concepts, say, hey, this is an awesome thing, I want to support this, then they've got the opportunity to. So it's important to have that opportunity right there and obvious for those who do want to support Dads for Kids. Without slamming it down their throats, but just spreading the love and joy. So hashtag nominate, like, share. Let's do it at the start of the month and see how much of a dent we can make in the internet with some positive photos of dads and kids.
I think Amelia really summed it up. The thing that we're really excited, that the team here at Dads4Kids, the whole board, we're very excited by this. And what we're excited about is that it's going to bring dads and kids together. Now, Amelia, what she said was absolutely, I was almost in tears, actually. It was so powerful. That's exactly why we're doing this, because some dads, they just get so busy and we're paying the bills, we're getting the mortgage, we're doing all the things, we're going to work, we're working the overtime and the extra shifts and so on for our family. And we forget that the greatest thing that we can do with our kids is to spend some good old-fashioned time with them. And this is a great excuse to spend some time, hang out. And, you know, there's a lot of benefits, and I'll just quickly show those benefits to you now. These are some of the benefits of you know, playing with your children, right? Playing with the children. So you actually get a bigger brain. Literally, this is a fact. They've studied rats. It sounds a bit funny, I know. Playing, and they've actually found that the more you play with the children, their IQ goes up and actually grow and they develop quicker. They're smarter and faster. They get better memory when dad and kids get down and play and have a bit of fun and laugh, and more creative. So the actual creative play releases creativity. You know, there's a better communication, vocabulary and language. Playing, especially pretend play, improves preschoolers' speaking and understanding. A greater impulse control and emotional regulation. Self-regulation is essential for children's academic as well as social success. Kids who pretend play have better self-regulation skills. Now, this is pretend play, but it's also actual play. So it's quite cognitive and it's quite actual and real. But it's got this element of creativity as well. Greater social competence, more empathy and happier. So children are actually happier. The more dad plays with the kids, the more those children will be happy as they grow up, and they'll become much more adjusted, more cooperative, more popular with their peers than those who play less. Better health. Yes, you're going to be healthy, wealthy, and wise by playing with your children and having a ton of fun in November. And of course, the Decorate Dads is just the thing to do to get that better health. And this is actually physical too. So it's going to actually help with that health too. Get you outside, get you going, get you laughing. And laughter is the best medicine, as a very good book says, and as scientists are finding out right now. Life lessons learning. Playing out life's problems can help children cope with the struggles in their own ways. And the last but not least, better relationship. So they're just some of the realities that come with playing and hanging out with your kids. As we finish, we're going to hear from a couple of dads, and then we'll finish with Paul. John Lisserman, you want to say anything? Brad Cruz, Ava Daly, anyone else that hasn't said anything, please speak up now or forever hold your peace. John Flanagan, if you've got anything to say, and Mr. Spoon, whoever you might be.
Just want to thank you guys. You're doing a fantastic job. Just awesome. Yeah, can't add much more than that. I think just captures in that in a couple of sentences. Thank you.
Well, thanks so much, Brad. We really appreciate your support. And again, thank you.
I can't add much more, Warren.
Pardon?
I can't add much more, as Brad said.
You like it, John? John Flanagan?
Very much so.
Yeah. John Flanagan has been a leader amongst single dads and helping men for the last 20 plus years. So a big salute to you, John, and a big thanks to all your work for men, the men of Australia, as your counsel and help blokes who are going through really tough times. Anyone else want to say anything as we finish the night?
Yeah, just quickly, I think it's a wonderful opportunity to have some time with the kids. So I'm looking forward to it. But just a question: what if you're not on social media?
Yep, I can answer that one. So social media is just the vehicle for those who are on it to be able to share and tell their friends about it. And we've chosen to run it that way as like in the initial marketing, just because that's where a lot of people are. But if you're not, what happens when you sign up? So you can go to the website and you sign up. You get given a link, and there's multiple options to share it on social channels or to share it through email, or you can send your URL via text message to anyone. So any other form of communication, you can send that link, your donation link, and your photo to anyone through your profile that when you register on the website.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, John, thanks. John's a very practical man. It's a very good. I'm glad you brought that up, John, because, like, personally, I've got several Facebook pages, but I absolutely hate social media, and I can totally understand your point of view.
Can I?
But right now we live in a social media world, so we've got to play in the big pool. But John, the answer really is you can still create get a picture, and that picture then goes up on your My Cause page, which you create, which is your own little sort of fundraising website. So you can refer that to people and just give them a link, and maybe just send them the URL for the 1 minute video. Say, check this video out. This is my page. If you want to help, and maybe even get your friends to post your photo up on their page. You know, like, in other words, use other people's social media. Does that make sense, Tay?
Yeah, absolutely. And that, again, you can forward it to your whole email list. There's actual options on the register once you've registered on the My Cause page to hit share via email, and you can plug in any email you like and send it to whoever that way as well.
Perfect. That's great. Thanks.
Yeah. Paul Lassig, as we finish tonight, and sure, any other dads want to say something? Ashton, or anybody else?
Hi.
Adam, Amelia,
The other one, Dakota.
Dakota, or Adam? Dad, your dad.
Yeah. So we finished my dad today, but now we're going to move on to my grandpa.
Absolutely. Great job.
With saying that little message with like sharing time with your dad, like, don't try and ruin the moment, just live in the moment and let the endorphins like fly, because like it was really fun. Like, I've had a hard time with exams and assignments, and it was just really fun to have a break and, you know, just make some memories. And
what did you get so wise?
These girls, mate, what are they doing? They're like they've got PhDs in psychology and counseling.
It's all from their mother. It's not from me.
Goodness me. You girls are Dakota, you're amazing. Come on. Both of you are staggering.
It's fantastic. And we've thought about Decorate Granddad too. So that's going to come in the future. So definitely keep that one in your mind. That'll happen at one stage as well.
So Dakota, to sort of placate your wise wisdom and everything else, as a granddad, I'm going to do it. I can't do it the very first weekend because I'm away, but probably the second weekend, the granddads might be sort of starting to leap into the fray. Is that right, Tay? Yeah. So look, again, thank you, everybody. Oh, Paul, anything you want to say as we finish?
I just want to acknowledge everybody for getting on here, and you know, we really want to take this work forward. I'll just share, I guess, one thing that we've continued the wheels turning this year, and we've seen a lot of growth, and it's really encouraging to see the stories that come out of dads' journeys when they come in and do some of our experiences and open their hearts, and to see them, you know, make the commitment to being the best dad they can be. It's a really encouraging thing. So we want to do more and more of that this year. And that's part of the driving force behind this. But we really appreciate you taking the time to get on with us tonight. And for those guys who've already helped kick this off, we're looking forward to seeing where we can all take this. So thank you very much.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming tonight. We honour you. We appreciate your dads, and we really appreciate the children and the younger children here who are with us and their wisdom. Amelia and Dakota, how old are you? You guys must be like about 18 or something, are you, with that wisdom you've got?
You can go first. I'm 12, turning 13 in December.
And Dakota, how old are you?
Amelia.
Amelia, sorry, Amelia, please
It's
forgive me.
okay. Yeah, we swapped seats. I'm 15.
Wow.
I just
Nice.
want to also say that, like, even with this time, like, even though it's hard, don't forget that you can pray for yourself as well. Like, other people need prayer, but you need prayer too. So, like, take care of yourself and your kids. You know?
Well, again, I couldn't agree with you more. So, look, I'm a big believer in prayer. Again, I'm sure you won't mind. So I'm going to ask Amelia to finish off in prayer tonight and pray for all the dads to get excited about this, and that it'll multiply and go viral across Australia. Over to you, Amelia.
Dear Lord, thank you that we can come here tonight and just learn more about you and try to be better dads like you are for us, Lord. I pray that through this we can connect with our children, and our dads can work with us, and we can just let them know that we love them. And I appreciate that you've let us set this up so we can help dads out, and let them know that they're not alone, and that other people want to help them through their problems, and that they can do this. And that I thank you that this is going to be such a big thing, and we can spread it around and have a really good fundraiser for it, and that we could come on tonight and just spread our word and say what we believe and share it now with everyone else and just let it be heard. Amen.
Amen.
Wow, what a better way to finish. I said, what, you guys are amazing.
You can see where I get my praying from, Warwick.
Oh my goodness me, these girls are staggering. I mean, come on, like, superheroes. So we'll officially finish it there.